With the 29th choice in the 2006 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Nick Mangold, center from Ohio State.
All my time here with the New York Jets, I just want to be remembered as someone that gave his all.
What you're getting with Nick Mangold is a solid technician, understands the game. I think he's a great fit.
Fans have been great. The passion here for the sports teams, the collective feeling of the New Yorkers. For me, it's been a great connection. For the people that I played against, I hope that they knew it was going to be a 60-minute battle. I always wanted to get the job done. Football was very much like a roller coaster with the ups and the downs. For me, my best to smooth it out. That's what I try to do, try to be even-keeled with the highs and the lows, nothing good, nothing bad, and just stay the same person.
The Bengals' Paul Robinson, number 18, was a world-class hurdler, but the man motoring in pursuit was the Raiders' George Atkinson, number 43, who turns most races into mismatches.
We viewed receivers as burglars breaking into your house. So if you catch a burglar breaking into your house, he paid the consequences.
George Atkinson was the culprit this time, except that Atkinson outdid his teammates by being hit with 2 penalties on the same play.
I mean, they want to say the Raiders are dirty. Yeah, we're dirty. Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Number 43, George Atkinson, the NFL's smallest strong safety, played with giant skills and intensity. The Raiders danced deservedly. No team could deny these Raiders their place in the sun.
Somebody big just died. Former New York Jets center Nick Mangold and Raiders safety George Atkinson are dead at 41 and 78 years old, respectively. My friend Mike North is here to help eulogize them. Mike, how you doing, my friend?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is an amazing story, and I'll get to it in a minute. But the first thing I got to do is get to our wonderful, wonderful sponsors. I mean, Cumberland Chapels, the Lupos, the Martinos. Are you kidding me? 8300 West Lawrence Avenue in Norridge. Go to cumberlandchapels.com. You can even dial them up. Serving families with dignity and grace for decades. Parking, beautiful. On the side, behind, in front, across the street. Recent obituary of folks that had their services there. It's been a staple on the northwest side, Norridge, of talking northwest side of Chicago. Plenty of space there, plenty of chapels. Everybody I know has been there at least once. 8300 West Lawrence Avenue. Make sure they'll take care of you with dignity, with pride. They'll make you feel good. They'll bring you through the toughest of times in as easy a fashion as they could. And then you got Pennyville Station, ladies and gentlemen. You go check it out. There it is. I love to see it. Oh, yeah. Established in 2018. Tony Antonacci's great place, along with his father, who works there, the former owner of Basta Pasta, now over there during the day. You go in and say hello to Tino Antonacci. Tony, of course, doing a great job. Pennyville Station, just out. You got the best of everything there. There's I am with the famous Jesse Rogers, who's at the World Series right now. Good for him. 112 Main Street, Park Ridge, Illinois, 847-720-4841. Happy hour every day from 2 until 5. You got Blue Point oysters for $2.50. Come on. It's 2025. And then you got truffle fries and cauliflower. Pork veggie pot stickers, the filet.
Your favorite, Mike?
Yingling, $3.50. Tito's frozen lemonade, everything there, Joe, that you could possibly ask for. But have yourself a cocktail and some cauliflower, and you'll love it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, My computer has gone out here, so I don't have. Lucky I do my homework and I do all my reading on these guys beforehand. But Joe's going to help me out if I got something wrong. He can go to his Wikipedia page. I want to make sure I get everything right. But we're doing. Here's what happened. Like I explained on the June Lockhart show, which got a lot of play. I mean, I forgot how many people loved her, and she was just what a great career. But the whole deal was like we had last week. We had one of the guys from Kiss died, but he wasn't big enough. He wasn't Gene Simmons. He wasn't Paul Stanley. So you don't always make it. Now, Nick Mangold passes away at 41. Sort of a shocker. Sort of like Steve McMichael when he passed away, even though it wasn't a shocker. We knew that he was very sick, but they knew Mangold was very sick too out there in the New York area. And I saw Rex Ryan, who coached him, crying. You know, he talked about how Mangold was injured the last game, and Ryan, they all knew Ryan was on his way out, and Nick Mangold played anyway, but he had a kidney problem. He needed a new kidney.
A transplant,
Yeah, they couldn't get it, Joe. And so he dies at 41. He had kids. He had a wonderful wife. He's a product of, there he is at Ohio State, where he played in high school. He was all Ohio 2-3 times. He was not touted coming out of high school. But you know what? Somebody told him about it. There he got a little out of shape there. Nick let it go a little bit. That was during minicamp, no doubt. He's in shape there. I will say this. He wasn't all that touted. That was like Chad Pennington over there on the right.
Yep.
See, Joe? Joe doesn't even go over this stuff with me. But what a guy. I heard him talking about it on ESPN and other public media outlets the other day. In my opinion, probably a top 10 all-time Jet as far as popularity. Okay.
Oh, sure.
You got Joe Namath, and then you can just jumble it up. But I got to have Nick Mangold there. Everybody knew about his grit. Everybody knew how tough he was. Everybody knew that he showed up to play. He played hard, made a name for himself. I mean, the guy was a first-round draft pick, 29th pick in the draft. And the Jets, they did one thing, right? Then he came out with the American flag. He'll forever be in the hearts of the New York Jet fans. There's no doubt about it. And like I said, was he big enough on his own to be on this show? It's the first time we're doing a 2-for-1, taking it easy on our wonderful sponsors. But I wasn't going to do Mangold alone. Okay. And I didn't think about anything else. So I said to Joe, June Lockhart died. If I'm not mistaken, I typed this in, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure Nick Mangold is an honorable mention, which we do.
That's exactly what you said. Yep.
That's what we do. But then George Atkinson, who we'll talk about in a little bit, he died. I love George Atkinson. The Raider teams back then of Taylor,
Fireball.
Yeah, Willie Brown, George Atkinson, those guys, they were animals. And I'll talk about him in a little bit. But then that gave me the opportunity to try to do our 2-for-1. Two guys, they're both big enough now, combined, to be on.
Oh, for sure.
Just was unfortunately for them, good timing for the show, bad timing for them to pass away. Nick Mangold's going to leave a legend. Now, how many kids did he have, Joe? Does it have it up there for his?
Yes, he had. I believe he had 4. Let me double check. Let's see, children here. Yeah, it looks like he had 4 kids.
4 kids. So the guy leaves 4 kids. He leaves a wife. And it just was an absolute, shocker, even though it happened. And there was a lot of testimonials for him. Rex Ryan, like I said, was on the air crying, for God's sake, blubbering because of how great guy he was. He was an all-for-one, one-for-all guy. Like I said, all state at Ohio. Then he got to play. If you go, I don't know if Illinois kids, they want to play for Illinois. But if you're an Ohio kid and you get to play for Ohio State once you're done playing high school, that's beautiful. Then you go and have a great career for the New York Jets. Period.
He was awesome. When I was growing up, Mike, like he came into the league in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in high school. I think I was a junior in high school.
Right, and so you were right there. You were ready.
I was watching the Jets games. For me, he was one of the best centers in the league, alongside Olin Kreutz. You know,
he made a absolutely good comparison. Both animals too, in the finest of ways that I could say it.
Yeah,
but Mangold should have been Pro Bowler more and All Pro more than 3. He was All Pro 3 times in a row, and then he didn't win it one year, and then he retired. He got into the Jets Ring of Honor in 2000, I want to say 9 or no, he was gone by then. I know he wasn't gone, but I want to say 2016 or 15. He made it to the Jets Ring of Honor. So he got all his perks, got everything.
2022.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2022. I'm going off memory here. He epitomized toughness. He epitomized a positive thing about the New York Jets because they haven't. He snapped the ball to some very bad quarterbacks, no doubt about it. But he was there with Chad Pennington, and that's where they had some very good success. It hasn't always been dark years for the New York Jets. So we want to wish the Mangold family and the kids and everything else just a toughie for them. We want to wish them nothing but the best. Now, as you know, Pennyville Station, Cumberland Chapels, they do a great job. And you know what? When it's 2 for 1, that means it's 2 for 1 for the sponsors too. Cumberland Chapels, folks, make sure, should you have an unfortunate death in your family, somebody you care about, that you check them out. Cumberland Chapels, 8300 West Lawrence Avenue in Norridge, Illinois, 60706. Go see the Lupos, go see the Martinos. Tell them you do watch Somebody Big Just Died. Just talked to Carmen DeFalco, who said he ran into Lupo Jr., where he was making an appearance, and they're very happy with the show, and we're going to all get together soon. So I appreciate the compliment from him and from his family, and I appreciate the sponsorship. Joe and I definitely do. Cumberland Chapels, 8300 West Lawrence, and then shoot on over, where I've had a couple parties there myself. I go there every couple of weeks. Go to Pennyville Station and check out everything that's going on. They're open right now after, so, I mean, as we're doing this show tonight, and it's being shown tomorrow, probably tomorrow, I think around 9 o'clock.
That's right.
So it's a beautiful thing. The drinks are great. The food is great. I took Carmen DeFalco, Jesse Rogers, a bunch of people. I've taken a bunch of people there. Some of my buddies. I had my Lifetime Achievement Award party from Barrett's at Pennyville Station. Just great, and they did not disappoint, folks. They did not disappoint. Don't forget about the happy hour every day from 2 to 5. I personally like the sliders as far as some of the appetizers go. The next time, I have not had the compound cauliflower yet, but I had the filet sliders. The truffle fries are outstanding. Yingling, Miller High Life, Yingling, $3.50. Can't go wrong. What are we back in 2005? 2010?
It's hard to beat. Hard to beat, Mike.
Hard to beat. And you know who was hard to beat? George Atkinson.
Ooh, what a transition. I love it.
You saw the tape that Joe just showed. The guy was an assassin. He gave forearms to people. Lynn Swan got knocked out of the game. He wasn't even near the ball, and George Atkinson just hammered him out of nowhere. And he said, if somebody's trying to burglarize your house, what are you going to do to them? I mean, they had bad intentions. Jack Tatum paralyzed Darryl Stingley with a hit. Willie Brown, Atkinson, Lester Hayes. I mean, you could go all night long. They had one of the top draft classes of all time. Okay. He got drafted along with Kenny Stabler and I believe Marv Hubbard. Yeah, I do my homework. Look at that. Look at that forearm. Right? Right the plug. just running down doing a pattern. Now you can't touch him. He'd be thrown out of the league for that.
He would.
And then you had, of course, they got screwed in the Immaculate Reception. They were the ones that got screwed. And how about John Madden during Joe's wonderful introduction saying, hey, we're dirty. Do something about it.
Yeah, so what?
He got this reputation as the cuddly teddy bear. Oh, shucks. Oh, gee. Let's have some turducken. Hey, we're dirty. Do something about it. That's how the Raiders were, folks. That's how the Raiders were. And George Atkinson, at 78 years of age, was as good as they. Where did he go to college, Joe? You got that there with you? Because I got my computer out here. I was looking for. There he is with Mark Davis. They keep their Raider guys around. Those are his two kids. I believe he's lost his son.
Yeah, he went to Morris Brown University, Mike.
Morris Brown. I could have made it there, I think. You know what I mean? So George Atkinson set the tone. The Raider teams of the 70s were savages. They all were. I don't care who you're talking about on offense, from Stabler to Dave Casper to Jim Otto. To George Atkinson, to Willie Brown, to Jack Tatum. I mean, maybe some of these guys, I think they all played together. They were a Super Bowl team, and they were probably, I didn't hate the Raiders. You know, I didn't hate them. I think more people probably hated the 85 Bears than hated the Raiders back then. The Bears people were just like, wow. You know, the Raiders.
That Raiders team kind of reminds me of the Knicks in the 90s, or the Pistons in the 90s. I mean.
That's right. The bad boys. That's what they were. But they were the bad boys before the Pistons. And George Atkinson, he lived to be 78 years age. And now, this is the go-to thing now. He believed he was suffering from CTE, you know, the concussion thing.
Sure.
And, you know, I'm sure you're going to suffer from something, but you lived to be 78. Seemed like he had all his marbles there, but you deteriorate. I mean, I do get a little angry that every time somebody older that played football starts to lose his memory.
It's always CTE, yeah.
It's always CTE. My mother-in-law had Alzheimer's for 8 years. I loved her like nobody's business. My wife's mother, Grace, everybody who went to the hot dog stand knew her. She had Alzheimer's. She never played pro football. So anybody who played football gets this concussion thing, okay, gets a couple concussions. Troy Aikman is as sharp as they come. Ditka is as sharp as they come. Now he's sick. I don't know if he's going to say, I don't think he's the type of guy to lean on that.
Look at Bradshaw.
I'm telling you, look up the amount of people that get Alzheimer's and look up how many of them played in the NFL. Okay? Not many. Okay? That's my only gripe. They always turn and try to hurt the league like that. Don't play. Don't play. They got these new mush helmets now that they're wearing. Green Bay's the only one wearing them. I don't like them. But if you want to wear those, go ahead. But the game, you saw the George Atkinson tackles. You saw him. He'd be kicked out of the game for them tackles now, I think.
Oh,
I know.
absolutely. He'd be ejected.
Oh, I know. And look at, does that seem like a guy that you want to mess with? You know, they came to play. They came to play. And what about his sons? You got information on his sons?
I do. He had 9 kids.
Wow.
But he had 2 sons, George and Josh, both played college football at Notre Dame. And Mike, they both committed suicide. The first son, December of 2018, and the second, December of 2019. So almost a year apart. That's
weird.
Brutal.
That is so weird.
And they both played in the Notre Dame, and one of them went to be a receiver in the NFL.
That's why we do this show, because that's stuff that you didn't read about or that you didn't hear about, and you know that's tragic. But you know, and all, I'm not being flippant. He's got 7 other kids, but to lose 2 sons like that back to back from suicide, I can't even imagine. He was a big part of me growing up. I mean, I was just getting married at the time. I was a heavy gambler at the time. I gambled on those games. And the Raider teams were as good as any. The Pittsburgh Steeler-Raider rivalry, they don't have the rivalries like they used to. They wanted to kill each other. You saw what he did to Paul Warfield. I had told Joe about this before the show.
You did.
I said, this guy used to just run up to people and form for no reason. So, in a way, I love George Atkinson, but they were dirty. They were dirty. And you'll see it. I mean, and there he is talking from 1968 to 77, one of the smallest safeties in the league.
Yeah.
If you will look at these tackles, you don't see guys get hit like that no more. Two of those would be penalties, and that's just the way it is. Oh well, that was a penalty anyway. And then you got John Madden, who's like before it's
watch this.
Look at to the head,
out of bounds.
A forearm to bang. He's not even there to. Come on. You'd be ejected today. You'd be out of the game. But that's the sport. Those type of games built the game into what it is today. Okay. And what it is today isn't close to the fun we had watching it back then. Because we loved the hard hits because we weren't taking them. Period.
That's right. That's right.
So, we want to wish. Was his wife still alive, Joe?
Let me check on that.
Yeah, because I want to make sure we give the.
He has 9
Like
children.
I said, my computer's out here, so I usually read this stuff.
He got divorced in 2007.
Probably gave her a form. Probably gave her a
He was
shot.
an executive for IBM.
Good for him, man. I love George Atkinson. I love those things.
No, she died. It looks like she died in
After the divorce.
2001.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. Anyway, folks, on behalf.
No, she didn't die. This is a different person. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. She's a widow. One's a widow and one's dead. Anyway, to make it a long story short, great time tonight. Unfortunately, but I got to honor, and we got to honor Nick Mangold in a proper way, and George Atkinson on behalf of Cumberland Chapel's Pennyville Station. I'm Mike Northeast Joe Mandel. Have a great one, and remember, if you think you're big enough, someday you'll be on Somebody Big Just Died. See you later.
See ya.